Today, we're going to master one of the most versatile and easy-to-learn stitches, the catch stitch. It's perfect for beginners and those looking to refresh their sewing basics. The catch stitch, also known as the herringbone stitch when worked in a particular pattern, is fantastic for sewing two edges together, especially when you want the stitches to be nearly invisible from the right side of the fabric. It's commonly used for hemming, repairing tears, and even in embroidery for decorative effects. Step 1. Start by threading your needle with a suitable thread, and, not the end, making sure to leave a short tail of thread after the knot. This prevents the knot from coming undone. The type of thread you use will depend on the project you're working on. For example, if you're sewing a delicate fabric, you'll want to use a fine thread. If you're sewing a heavier fabric, you'll want to use a thicker thread. Step 2. Prepare your fabric for sewing. You can use sewing pins to temporarily keep two pieces of fabric together while stitching them. You can also mark your fabric with a pencil or tailor's sewing chalk, or draw a guideline with them for sewing the thread. Step 3. Fold over the fabric edge or seam allowance you're working with. Make sure the fold is nice and even. Step 4. Begin your stitch between the fabric layers to hide the knot. Bring the needle up through the folded fabric, a little away from the fold. Anchor the thread by taking the needle back down close to where you came up, then back up again. Step 5. Make a small horizontal stitch, pointing your needle towards your opposite hand. Pull the thread through. Bring the needle up diagonally, about a 1/4 inch away, and make another small horizontal stitch just above the fold, again pointing towards your opposite hand. Step 6. Take the needle back down diagonally, about a 1/4 inch away, next to your last stitch. Make another small horizontal stitch and pull the thread through. Step 7. Keep going with this zigzag pattern until you reach the end. Try to keep your stitches evenly spaced and with consistent tension for a neat finish. Step 8. To secure the stitch, you can weave the end of the thread in and out of the fabric to secure it. You can also create a small backstitch or make a knot at the end of your stitching line. To do this, take the needle through the fabric, close to your last stitch, and pull it in between the folded fabric, a little away from the fold. Next, take a small stitch at the top layer of the fabric, not going through to the other side, and slowly pull the needle through until you see a small loop at the end of the thread. Do not pull the thread all the way through. Gently take the needle through the small loop, and pull some of the thread through. Take the needle through the loop again, and pull the thread all the way through until the knot is secure. Finally, run the needle behind a couple of the stitches, in between the two layers of fabric, and pull it out at the end of the second stitch. Once done, you can cut the thread as close to the fabric as possible. This will leave a neatly hidden small tail at the end of the knot, to prevent it from becoming undone. The catch stitch is a super versatile stitch, perfect for all kinds of projects. Try practicing it on different fabrics, and play around with various thread thicknesses, to find the perfect balance of flexibility and finish for your work.